So we're here with Joe Keatinge, showing off his new series Shudder for Image Comics. Can you tell us a little bit about Shudder? It's new, so there's not a lot out there yet.
It's brand new. This is it. This is a start. This is not, whatever. Shudder is a story about Kate Christopher, who's a realty photographer, but she used to be like the world's one of the most famous explorers. Like she kind of was like Indiana Jones or Tintin type of thing or whatever. But 10 years ago, she left that life behind. And over the course of this first issue, the family secret gets out, and she's forced kind of back into this life that she's been trying to. And you don't know why she's put this life behind, or what's happened, or anything like that. But it's in this crazy, mythological monster, urban fantasy type of New York City.
So yeah, I saw a lot of elements of fantasy, and there's going to also be like sci-fi elements in there.
Yeah, I mean it's an Image comic, so we can do whatever. Can I curse on your thing?
Yeah, definitely.
We can do whatever the fuck we want.
We do it all the time.
Okay, good. Yeah. There's no one at Image like, oh, that doesn't, whatever.
Yeah.
And when I met Layla, my initial idea for Shudder was going to be very grounded, and I saw her artwork, and she can just draw anything. So I was like, screw it, like let's just make it all sorts of super crazy or whatever, And so we did, and yeah.
And are these variants by Layla also?
No, so this is the one that's by Layla.
Okay.
So she's the artist / co-creator, and the back cover is also by her. And colored by Owen Gianni, who's our series colorist. This is by Dustin Weaver, who does Infinity and Avengers and stuff.
Definitely.
And this is my buddy Brandon Graham, who does Prophet and King City, Multiple Warheads, or whatever. And then this is Emma Rios. I mean, these are all buddies, but who does Pretty Deadly over at Image. So it was basically, I don't variant covers I feel kind of weird about. So I was like, well, I'll just get 3 friends, and it'll be kind of like a party. And then, people, there's no weird thing where you have to like order so many to order them. Just you order them if you want.
Yeah, definitely.
And then,
I'm definitely excited to check out your new series.
Cool, thank you.
Can we talk about a little bit some of your stuff you've done beforehand?
Yeah, this is my past,
you just
past life.
Yeah, your past life. You just finished up Marvel's Knights Hulk.
Yeah, I did.
Which was a very good Hulk story.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think it was my favorite from the Marvel Knights series. You did this.
Thank
the
you,
reboot.
man.
It is.
Thank you very much.
And you also finished up another thing for Marvel with you ended Morbius on issue 9.
Right, yeah.
Is there any coming back possibly for Morbius for you? Anything?
Well, no,
Morbius in the future or any other characters?
Yeah, Morbius I pitched as like a 9 or 10 issue thing, and then they ended it when I was done. So I was like, oh, all right. So I don't really. I mean, I love the character and create a bunch of cool stuff, but for now, I'm not really planning on it.
Very cool.
And I do have a What If Age of Ultron thing coming out right now.
Yeah.
But my focus for a while is going to be Shudder and original stuff. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of work for hire for the last year and a half, which is fun. And I love especially working with Marvel. But, I kind of got into comics through creator-owned comics in terms of wanting to make them. Like, the first comics I read, I don't know what the first one was because they've always just been there.
Yeah.
But the earliest ones I remember reading that made me think this is what I want to do were actually Image comics and creator-owned comics. And so I feel I kind of got a little bit away from that, and I'm looking forward to kind of doing a lot of. I'll be doing a lot more with Image, and I'm actually doing a series that's with Robert Kirkman right now called Tech Jacket.
Oh, very cool.
That was a series that he did back in 2005 or somewhere around there, and a little bit, no, even earlier, 2003. And Cara Randolph and I just did a mini series online for it, but now we're doing an ongoing print series. So I've got some more not creator-owned stuff out, but I don't know. I just like making stuff up.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Definitely.
And I like working with people like Layla who can partner up and.
So how'd you get into Morbius? Because it was all part of Dan's run on Spider-Man. How'd that become about the whole thing?
So
it started. You started on was it 699.1?
Yeah, well, I was gonna do a Thanos thing. And then the Marvel Studios was like, oh, no, Thanos stuff later. Like, we can't do that because the movie stuff. And I was like, all right, well, that's cool. And then they were like, well, what do you think about Morbius? And I was like, I don't know. What do you think? And they were like, well, here's what we want to do with him. And I was like, all right, I could do something like that.
All right, cool.
So I pitched them like a 9-issue thing. And then they were like, all right. Oh, or 10-issue thing because then the issue became a 699.1.
Yeah.
And that was cool. I mean, I like what Dan's doing in the
Superior Spider-Man.
I mean, the whole thing has been crazy. I mean, his run's been going on for like 100 issues already. Something crazy, right?
And it's still going.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for Amazing, just as an aside.
Yeah, coming back.
So yeah, they offered that up, and so I took it, and
Very
yeah,
cool.
you know, I don't know. I mean, the earliest comics I remember reading are Marvel comics, so
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure to kind of dip my toe in there. But
Very cool. And I'm gonna throw like a kind of a weird one at you that has I don't know if it's happened, but
All right.
the last person to touch glory before you did was it was Alan Moore. Alan
yeah,
Moore.
yeah.
So he only was successful with 2 issues on that. How would you feel coming in like, oh, Alan Moore tried it, it lasted 2 issues, and now I gotta take this.
I never thought of it that
Yeah,
way.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, I don't know. I mean, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously, I don't know.
It was it's successful. That's the thing.
Well, it was, you know, it was nice. It was similarly with, you know, with Hulk, they were just like, do whatever you want with Glory. So
Yeah.
Ross and I came up with like or initially it was gonna be this huge thing, and then as we started writing it, I was like, this is only like 12 issues long. And so we did it, and we got 2 volumes out, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty, I mean, I don't know, people seem to like it.
Yeah.
That's not really for me to judge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't sound arrogant, right?
What's that? No. I don't know, it's fun to work on.
Yeah.
If it's fun to read, that's not for me to decide.
Yeah. So very cool. Well, Shutter, I'm looking forward to reading
Thanks,
it.
man.
Yeah.
A pleasure.
Yeah. Very much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.